So it's time to switch on the waterfall again. Well, good morning. My worst nightmare has happened. I have got a leak in my pond. So I've been on doing the scaping around the edge, like planting the azalea, etc. And as you can see, my water level has dropped significantly. It's dropped about 6 or 7 inches over the last week. And I've found out that it is coming from the waterfall. So as you can see, I've bypassed the waterfall at the moment, so it's going straight from the filter into the pond, and the water level hasn't dropped any further. So I have a suspicion that the top section of the pond, which is this bit over here, has got a leak. So I'm about to strip that now, see if I can find the leak, get it fixed and get the water top back up. So brilliant. Just thought I was getting to the end, so I have gone all the way around the edge checking it, and I have found the leak. So yeah, so it's going through this, so this bit he's taking out and that raising up. So finally found the leak, so now I can get it fixed. So now I've raised the liner, so it's now running all straight back into the pond. So I'm going to seal it up now, re-rock it, and hopefully that's ended the leak. Well, this is it. The pond has been fixed. Don't think there's any more leak in the waterfall, so it's time to switch on the waterfall again.
I know what you're all thinking, it's a case of deja vu. Liking all things aquatic, I love to watch waterfalls. So now the waterfall's back up and running again, and I'm checking over the pond and there's no leaks. I can see down the left hand side, that's where the leak was, down the back of that rock. The liner is now pulled up and in place, and all the water is flowing back into the pond. So finally the pond can fill up again. I just need it to rain lots.
So since building the fast flowing waterfall to my pond, I've got a new visitor. This is a grey-pied wagtail, which eats water snails. You can see one in its beak now. And basically it lives near fast flowing streams. So it's really nice to have this new visitor to my pond. Well, I've done the same old mistake. I've gone past a koi place and I've seen 2 koi that I really like. So I promise these are the last 2 additions to my pond. They're both butterfly koi. One's silver with big scales and one's silver with small scales. So I'm going to add these now, and these, I swear, are going to be the last additions to my pond this year. So the last thing to do this year is to repot my aquatic plants. I've got various plants such as water lilies, I've got various sizes, I've got some aquatic plants that have been pot bound and literally no soil left, and we've got some that go along the top and give a bit of cover from the sun so there's less algae in the pond. So I have got some new tubs. I've also got some liner to line the tub so the soil doesn't leach back into the pond, and I've also got some aquatic soil. So I'm going to repot my plants, put them in the margin section, and then that way they can sort of acclimatise to the pond, and then in spring stroke summer hopefully we'll get loads of plant growth. It'll help with the filtration of the pond, and it'll also do a bit of cover from the sunlight, and the fish like to hide in it. So I'm going to repot the plants now, and then I'm going to put them in the pond.
So when planting my aquatic plants, I'm going to put 2 plants per basket. That way there's enough space for the roots to grow, but also it ensures that it forms a thick matting of plants. And then when I've planted them, I'm going to finish them off with gravel on the top. That way the koi can't dig up the soil, and it stops the soil from escaping from the basket. So now that I'm finishing my last basket, it's time to put them in the margin. Now the back margin of my pond is 2 foot deep, which is deep enough to allow all the lilies to be able to reach the surface easily.
Well, good morning. It's Saturday the 7th of December 2019, and I can finally say that the koi pond is finished. It's been a long 4 months, a lot of ups and downs, but finally it is complete. I've planted all my plants around the edge that my mum gave me. They're like little iris plants, so they'll develop and spread and do really well. And I've also planted my acer at the side here, and then yeah, the pond's done. The leak was fixed. There's no more leak. Pond's been full for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. No water drop, and there's not been much rain, so yeah, it's holding its own. So finally, the relief. Yeah, quite emotional really. So I want to thank everyone for watching my videos, subscribing, the great comments that have kept me going throughout. It's not the end. I'll be back again in the spring. I'll be able to do some more filming, how the pond develops, how the plants are all growing, and new koi, etc, etc. And knowing me, I'll create some extra projects. So yeah, it's winter now, so the koi is still feeding, but not as much. So I'm gonna let it be over the winter and start going fishing. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Any comments will be great. I'll reply to all of them, and I'll see you all soon. So I'll leave you with a little montage. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon.